Hey everybody, Jake here from Bearded Gear, and I have a big old box to open. It is already partially opened because it arrived while I was at the USN, the Gathering show, and my wife started to open it thinking it was hers, pulled the top layer off and saw that it wasn't hers, so it's not totally unboxed, but it'll save me one step, I suppose. I haven't opened this myself since I got home. I've been waiting to turn the camera on. So this is an order from Rivers Edge Cutlery. As always, when I get stuff from Rivers Edge Cutlery, I love to shout them out because they're awesome dudes over there. I consider them friends at this point. They're super supportive of my channel, so support them because they're great. So their links will be down below in the description. Check them out if you haven't, or even if you have. They're always getting new stuff. Anyway, there's my plug for Rivers Edge Cutlery because they're awesome. So I ordered two things in this order, and I don't know which I'm more excited about. We'll just kind of jump right into it. I'll see what's on this end of the box, and we'll start there. They're both within reach pretty easily. Let's start with the knife, because there's a knife and there's a thing that's not a knife as well. All right, there's cloth in here. There we go. Red cloth, as always. Sweet. All right, I'm gonna leave that right there. I'm gonna grab it in a second. This is a Microtech, as you can see, and I've gone through a lot of Microtechs in the last, I don't know, year or so. Been on a quest kind of to find the perfect one and just to explore the lineup. And sorry about that, my kid came out to get a cup of water. So yeah, I've been going down the rabbit hole of Microtechs. I've owned almost all of their current OTF models and several of their out the side autos, and yeah, I've experienced most of the knives that they make or even have made recently. And then this happened. This is the Hera, and it is the newest OTF offering from them, and it seems like on paper this should pretty immediately be my favorite Microtech OTF, because I hate glass breakers. There's no glass breaker. I don't like, sometimes they do quite a bit of branding, especially like on the clip and on the blade and stuff. There's none of that here. And it's double-edged, which I prefer on OTFs. I just feel like an OTF deserves a double-edged blade. It seems right to me. And the size should be about right. I think it's pretty close to the size of my Troodon, which is my current favorite Microtech OTF. So let's bust into it. Let's take a look, see what it looks like. Yeah, these retail for $425, so not cheap at all. Microtechs rarely are inexpensive, but let's see. I saw one of these on the Microtech table at USN while I was there. I think it was a Gucci'd up version, but I purposely didn't handle it even though I wanted to, because I wanted to unbox this one that I knew was waiting for me at home, and I didn't want to like cheat myself out of, I don't know, like tease myself with a partial experience. Alright, so as always, in a baggie, caution, sharp edge, some initials of whoever checked it out. It does seem like it's probably a little, like a hair bigger than my Troodon. I guess I'd have to hold it next to it to know for sure, but seems like a pretty good size for what I prefer. You do obviously have the Microtech logo there, but that's kind of it in terms of logos and all that. Clip is a milled titanium clip with a ceramic ball back here, so it's not going to be deep carry like some of their clips are, but this is a much classier looking clip that doesn't seem as like this is an OTF in my pocket, I guess. So I'm thinking I'm gonna like the clip. I don't know for sure till I try it, but it seems pretty rad. We've got a pretty standard Microtech switch up here, and the blade has like double fullers in it, which I think look really cool. Let's check it out. Get it to focus. Yeah, look at that. It's a cool looking double-edged blade, fairly wide. This handle's a nice kind of profile. Fits my hand pretty well. The clip is also really smooth and kind of soft in hand. Action is snappy. Not overly stiff like I've had happen on some Microtechs before. Very cool. Yeah, I think this is going to be a contender. I love that there's no glass breaker on the end of the knife. And on top of that, it's flat, which to me, OTFs and dagger ground blades in particular should be good in a reverse grip. I think that makes sense. On a dagger blade, you should be good in a dagger grip, right? And this flat spot up here is so good for that. And glass breakers tend to ruin that on Microtechs, and that's something I've said quite a few times. So got a little bit of blade play, not as much as I felt in some, more certainly than the deadlock. That's inevitable, but it feels pretty good, pretty well dialed. The edge that's on it feels pretty good. It's thick behind the edge like most are, but it's not an overly thick blade stock. I feel like sometimes they're using thicker blade stock than this, so it feels like it'll probably actually slice fairly well, if I had to guess. We'll find out, but very cool. Microtech Hera, here it is. Sweet little OTF. Let me put this box back together so I can put it where I keep all my boxes and not lose it, in case the time ever comes that I resell the Hera, because I resell a lot of knives. All right, next. The other thing in the box is the reason why the box is so big, and it comes in this. You might be curious what kind of Spyderco knife comes in a pouch so big, and the answer is it's not a knife. You probably would have guessed that already. Anyway, this is the Spyderco Genzow Hatchethawk, and I have wanted one of these for a long time, like probably a couple years, honestly. I think the first time I saw one, maybe it's not a couple of years, maybe a year and a half, 2 years, I don't know. Ever since I saw one of these, I've just thought they're really cool, and they seem kind of rad, and I'm a Spyderco fanboy. I mean, I'm literally wearing a Spyderco shirt right now. It's just cool. I just want one, not because I need another hatchet or tomahawk, but because I want one. So they had them in stock at Rivers Edge Cutlery, so I just ordered one. Comes with this mask. Looks pretty rad. It's thick, seems well made. There's a little pamphlet in here, a little tiny sticker, which I don't think I've seen a Spyderco anything come with a little sticker like this before. And then a silica gel pack. And this thing is lined, it's like plush in here. Really nice. I'm thinking this is a Taichung built, made in the USA. Why did I think it was Taichung? Maybe because it comes in a pouch, and most Taichung things come in pouches like this, and US things rarely do. Anyway, alright, let's set this aside. It's cool that it comes with that. I knew it came with the mask. I didn't realize it came with that thing. So, it's got this, I don't know, plasticky, maybe it's polypropylene, I don't know what. It's a, I assume, like mold injected handle, and it's all black, which looks rad. You've got Spyderco branding up here, USA, Spyderco. Yeah, Genzow design. I don't know that I'm familiar with Genzow, if I'm being honest. I couldn't name something else that he's made or designed, but yeah, Waccamaw, North Carolina, USA. So apparently this isn't built in Golden, Colorado. I didn't know that they built anything in the US but not in Golden, Colorado. Maybe it's a partnership kind of thing. I don't know. Maybe just because it's not a knife, it's a hatchet. It's got this little protective thing on there. Oh, that is stupid sharp. Oh my goodness. For a hatchet out of the box, that is a really sharp edge. It's a cool profile. You've got a hole, of course, because it's a Spyderco. You can use that to middle finger flick it. You got a hammer pole on the back over here. So this is definitely, in my opinion, more of a hatchet. The way that the head is set up, having a hammer on the back, than it is a tomahawk. I'm sure you could throw it, and we're probably going to, just for fun. But this seems more like a wood splitting and doing chores kind of hatchet to me than it does like a throwing toy. And they're pretty expensive. I think it's like $250, something like that. Does it say on here? $245. Yeah, so not an inexpensive tool by any stretch of the imagination. But it's so sweet. And if I'm honest, I did at USN, I handled one of these on the table. I never had before. And I was like, oh, sick. I'm so glad that I have one of those waiting for me at home. Just really cool. I like that the handle as well. I didn't know this until I handled one, but it's not overly thick or huge. And sometimes with my medium glove hands, although I fill them out real well, sometimes handles on tools like this on tomahawks and stuff can feel a little thicker than I would prefer. This feels pretty slender. It's got this like big flare out at the back, so I don't feel like I'm gonna have issues with it slipping out or anything. It doesn't feel too slender, but sometimes handles feel too thick for me on tools like this, and I think this is gonna feel good. We'll see when I actually use it. Maybe it won't, but I bet it will. So there it is. Again, these both came from Rivers Edge Cutlery. We've got the tomahawk and the knife. Maybe this will be my cool thumbnail. I don't know. We'll see. Anyway, they kind of match. Look at that. The Hera from Microtech and the Genzow Hatchethawk from Spyderco, both of which I'm really excited about. Hopefully the weather is cool a day or two this week and I can get out on some hikes, bring this with me, and put it to use outdoors. And yeah, this is going to be fun. So anyway, thanks for watching. As always, guys, appreciate Rivers Edge Cutlery for being awesome. They literally, I did the FedEx upgrade shipping. It's like $7 or $8 or something to upgrade. I think your order has to be a certain amount. This one definitely was, but and I ordered it on, I want to say it was like a Wednesday in the afternoon. No, maybe it was Tuesday. Anyway, it took literally from the day I ordered it 2 days. Like they so quickly got it label created, boxed up, sent. They always do. And then FedEx was actually on their stuff and they got it to me quickly. The bummer was it literally arrived like an hour after I departed for Vegas to go to USN show. So it's been sitting here waiting for me the whole time, which has been kind of brutal. But I got cool stuff there too that made it sting less. So anyway, it's here. It's fun. Rivers Edge Cutlery is awesome. They're linked down below. And see you on the next one, guys.